So the next game I'd like to introduce to you is a game called Mino Dice. This game is a new twist on Skull King, which you would play with cards, but this time we're playing with dice. Okay? And so we're going to use dice to take tricks. So the way the game plays is, of course, you get your handy dandy little dice tray, and then you'll have a bag of dice, and each player will also get a guard, right, to cover their dice. And then we got a scorecard here. And then this can be played between 2 to 6 players. And so depending on how many players there are will determine how many rounds there are. So if you fill all 6 players, then there's a total of 6 rounds. 5 players will be 7 rounds. And 4 players and under will be 8 rounds. And then so in each round, what a player is going to do is, according to the round, each player will take a dice. And then so if it's round 1, each player takes 1 dice and hides it under their thing. So if I were to show the camera, it would look a little bit like that, right? You would hide the dice behind your cover. And then so each player, let's for example say that this player picked that one and then that one, and it has their dice. Okay, and then so the round will start by each player putting their hand forward, and then they'll call out growl, growl. And on the second growl, the players will predict how many tricks that they might win in that round. And so since it's the first round, you can only win maybe 1 or none, right? So you would say growl, growl, or growl, growl, depending on how many tricks you think you can win. And then so once that's done, the player who goes first, for the first round, how you determine that, it's up to you. You can either do rock, paper, scissors or roll a die, whatever you want. But the first player will roll their die, and then the second player will roll their die, the third player will roll their die. And then so who wins the trick depends on this scorecard right here. And so what we'll see is that these dice, the pink one, yellow, purple, and gray, are all based on the order of the number. And so from smallest to largest will win. And so the smaller number will lose to the larger number. And the flag will always lose. And then we also have special die at the top. The Minotaur, the Griffin, and the Mermaid. So the Minotaur beats the Griffin, and the Griffin beats the Mermaid, and the Mermaid beats the Minotaur. So in kind of like a rock, paper, scissors mechanism we got here. But these 3 will always win any of the numbers. And so since player 1 rolled the green, he wins the trick. And so he'll gather the dice to him and he wins. And so the point of the game isn't just to win tricks, but to win based on your predictions. And so the fun in this game doesn't just come with winning tricks, but rather it comes from getting your predictions right and also messing up your opponent's predictions. And so the player, after each round, they'll all put their scores down, and at the end of the final round, the player with the highest score wins the game. Okay. And as explained in the game's rules, Mino Dice is like Skull King, where each player begins by first predicting how many tricks they will win. And so you can only score the amount you predict correctly, and whenever you predict incorrectly, it always is a minus. And so the fun in this game isn't just simply scoring tricks, but in predicting the right amount of tricks you're going to win. And since this game doesn't revolve around cards, but it's a new twist using dice, the way these games will end up is it has a really interesting twist to it. And so you can never count out until the very final die has been cast. And so this game isn't simply a test of skill, but also of luck. And so I'm pretty sure that you will all have a lot of fun getting these interesting results and messing with the players around you to finally get the victory yourself. Okay, and so I hope you enjoy this game. Thank you for your time.